On the partnership with ThinkTech, what led you to partner with us, ThinkTech, and what stood out about our approach to developing your e-commerce platform project that we just did?
Absolutely. So actually, we've learned a whole lot in our for the first 5 years in business, and ThinkTech actually came to us as a referral. We've learned that that's worth more than anything, a referral for someone that we have a professional relationship with and trust. What really stood out is we've been approached countless times. You receive about 6 emails a day, someone asking to improve the SEO and do that and do this. What I found that ThinkTech was completely different is, we sat down, we felt that, there was a lot of openness in the discussion. The team here really wanted to get to know what it is that we wanted to accomplish, what direction we wanted to take it. Listening, super important. Something else in this space that I found quite difficult actually in web development and, taking our business digital. A lot of folks are not really bang on with the contract. What stood out here is you get what you get. And there was a commitment, there was a contract, a lot of transparency, which was probably what made us feel the most comfortable.
Well, thank you so much for the kind words. Yeah, we strive at our end to to abide by the contract, and we believe in keeping our promises. Sometimes we have to bite the cost at our end, but we want to make sure that if we have promised a number, a cost, and a timeline, we tend to stick to it and be transparent around it. And things, projects escalate, timelines escalate. Sometimes when we start the project, we really don't know, what we are. Uh, I wouldn't say we know what we are getting into, but it's hard to process everything in the beginning because there's lots of ifs and buts that come in the picture which nobody knew about when we started the project. But for the sake of the relationship, for the sake of transparency, and also respecting the fact that client has a budget as set aside, and if we deviate from that budget or timelines, it's going to derail a lot of things in their business. So we want to honor that, we want to respect that. The relationship is the most important aspect that we care about, and that's why you see, I think you must have noticed that how ThinkTech was a differentiating, has a lot of differentiating factors and a different company than what you may have seen or gone through with others.
Million percent, yes. Yeah, in terms of what we had, so in-house, we had a lot of promises. That was done 3 times in-house. We did engage with another e-commerce promise beforehand, and in comparison, contrast coming in here and kind of dumping that last experience completely night and day, but understanding, yeah, this is 1/5 of my experience, and it has been the best that we could have experienced, for sure. Yeah. Everything else started out great, and it's kind of like, okay, promises weren't met, things happen. So it was actually good to get pen to paper and a group of people to meet a group of people that were genuinely interested in, like, okay, what is it that you guys do? How can we make this work for you? So that was important.
Right. Okay, moving on to the next question. Was there a moment in the project where you thought, yes, this is exactly what we needed? And can you share that moment? Yeah.
Okay, honestly, so everything since then has gone through this sniff test. It's the sniff test. Do we need this? And I remember the first day coming into the office, sitting down with everyone, and it was an open conversation. Everybody had the time of day. People were engaged. Your team was engaged. You were interested, and honestly, just passed the sniff test. If I'm being frank, there's this little language barrier between small businesses. So what we do, we just do what we do. And then this kind of tech world where we don't really get it. And what we found is everything was really simplified. We had a handle on kind of what was going on, but it was just okay. There didn't appear to be a whole lot of secrets. What we find, a lot of top secret things going on, Tushar, Bob, and everybody else, would just kind of really break things down as to what they're working on and not try to get us, translate to simple English, the simple language, what exactly you guys were doing.